of all the faggots. I am tired of dirty holes. I don't like...
Well, he's tired of dirty holes. He doesn't want to put his nice pole in a dirty hole.
What hole is he talking about? Like, he's talking about female vagish?
You'll see as we get into the rest of the clip.
Okay.
As will you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
We can't help it.
I can't help it.
Because my first thought was to do that.
I gotta do it every time. So let's back this up a little bit. So a man is being arrested by a couple of police officers.
Fine young gentleman.
And this person is recording as they are slowly driving past, and he is apparently fed up with all the faggots with dirty buttholes.
Oh, okay. So is this guy gay too then?
It would appear so, which means he has the right to say that word.
That's what I'm thinking. It's his word.
Yeah, it's his word. And he's very upset with his own people.
Okay. Why?
Tired of dirty holes.
Okay.
I don't like to stick my 11-inch cock in a bottom.
His what?
His 11-inch cock in a bottom. Bottom is the term for gay men who take it. So he's saying, honestly, first of all, impressive.
Yeah, well, prove it. I don't believe it. I
mean, if you're yelling this while getting arrested, I kind of believe you. Although it just seems like such an odd thing to need to scream while you're getting arrested.
Like what did it? Like he got into an argument. He's got a shitty dick right now. I'm
betting there's poop on the dick right now.
Yeah.
He got into a fight. He fucked some dude. He pulled his dick out, and it was covered in.
And find out that I'm gonna pull out rice and corned beef. I'm tired of getting my dick shit.
Did he say
rice and corned beef? I gotta hear it again. I have to hear it again.
And corned beef. I am tired of getting my dick shit. I'm gonna pull out rice and corned beef. I am tired of getting my dick shit on. I am tired of these big patrons.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I am tired of getting my dick shit on.
If I were gay, I mean that'd be a real problem.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about inconvenience?
Yeah, he's talking about a real issue here to me.
The shit is very real, guys. People are out here shitting on each other's dicks. It needs to stop.
Speaking of, I know a guy that
shit on a dude's dick.
No, he had sex anal with a girl, and he pulled out and she shit all over the bed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like just like immediately, just like
yeah, it was like the only thing
he plungered her.
Yes, 100%.
He plungered her.
Yeah,
that's bananas.
Mm-hmm. And well, I mean, obviously, because it was in high school,
right?
It went around the school, and she was embarrassed.
Of course, she was.
But like as an adult now, of course.
Yeah, of course. Of
course, she did
that. It was a plunger effect. He's literally they're pumping air and then sucks it all out at once. I mean. What do you expect to happen? Normal bowel movements? No. No, ma'am.
And then there was
I love all that fun sex stuff. Do you like coming in a girl's face?
Wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know? You've never done it?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, just like Caleb. Caleb's also never done it.
Right.
Man, I forgot. We had this conversation. It's the bee's knees, man.
Yeah. I guess
it is.
I know that this is like it's Jim Jeffries' joke or bit or whatever about it.
It's like throwing confetti at the end of a victory. It's just like, yeah.
Whose victory?
My victory.
Yeah, yours, because it's definitely not hers. It's a low light in hers.
No.
Why don't you just
not if they're into it. If they're into it, then it is also a highlight for them.
I've only had one girl that was kind of into it.
I got one that gets like
but-
frustrated when I don't. Like, hey, like what the hell? Like it's like you just done.
You wasted it.
You just
You wasted it.
so you're just gonna come on your own hand. Like you're just gonna glaze your own knuckles. Like what the fuck is this?
Glaze your own-
Like I'm fucking.
Oh,
I'm sitting here ready. I'm
that-
ready for it.
I'll tell you what. The only thing I ever really did was just like, I think boobs. But
Yeah.
that was because I shot from down below.
Yeah,
But
that's fun.
But I used to be a gentleman and like barricade her belly button because I wouldn't want cum in my belly button because I've had cum in my belly button.
You put up a sneeze guard with your own hand.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, I used to because I was a gentleman. All right, and I won't have anything said differently.
It's like, well, hey, let no one think that Derek Stock is not an absolute gentleman.
That's right.
He's keeping jizz out of belly buttons, guys. There's not anything else that you could ask for
I
in
know.
a person.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh shit.
Anyway, why'd you ask that? You got someone that's into it?
Yeah. It's the number one. It's the number one thing. I asked it because we were talking about it earlier, and we had something funny, and now I just can't remember what it was.
It wasn't.
I was hoping it was going to be a natural transition,
It's
and
not
that
going to
I
be.
would naturally remember what it was, and I didn't. So,
Right.
So now we're just forced to sit here in this awkward
Well,
silence.
I think we were just talking about how finishing inside is just
Oh, yeah.
100 times better.
Yeah. It's pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope.
I-
I would recommend it.
We were also talking about how I finished, so the tense.
Oh
The
yeah,
tensing up.
yeah. She knows when you're done
Yeah,
because you.
because my
Whenever you
ass
come,
and
your
my
body is barely holding itself together, so it's
Ugh.
so it's like when you finally relax, I know that it's over.
Do you ever okay? So since she likes it,
Mm-hmm.
you ever just throw extra stuff into it?
What
Like
do you
act
mean,
like,
extra
act like
stuff?
you're Spider-Man or something.
Just like I did, like it doesn't come very much, so it's all over my hand, and then I just fling it.
Well, you could do that, or you can make the Spider-Man symbol underneath while you're jacking off with the other one.
I like that idea.
I know. You should.
What to do?
You
I'm gonna
should
start
film
coming
it.
up
We'll
with
put it
different
on our
ideas.
YouTube channel. Hey, this is really funny, guys.
We will get taken down immediately.
That's just ridiculous. We got Pornhub then. We'll just put it on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Go see our new channel. It's on Pornhub.
Although Den of Debauchery definitely does fit as a channel
Like
on
a
Pornhub.
franchise, yeah.
Den of Debauchery is it, and don't forget our handicap enterprise,
Mm-hmm.
our handicapable porn.
Yeah. And we better get that in because
Yeah,
if the doctor does his job,
and then you're gonna be better.
Yeah.
You're gonna be cured, and then we
No,
won't be
I'll
able to
never
do
be cured.
anything.
I'll never be cured. I mean, I love playing the innocent crippled so much.
Just hobbling along, scraping his walker slowly along the ground.
I know that you were telling
I'm gonna
me
get
that
you some more tennis balls for Christmas.
just please cut them for cut a slit in them first. It's difficult.
No, you gotta do something.
I know that you were saying that you want to get me up here, or I guess down here, for an open mic, but you also said that I need to write new material because all I've got is me being crippled.
Yeah, because the only one we can hit is that Friday night one, and
That's Saturday. I'll do that. I'll do that
yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah,
That
you
would
should
be way
totally do
more.
a Saturday one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Yep. Yeah.
can come down
so
to
you
it.
can just see me eat shit.
Oh yeah, dude, I ate shit too. I mean, it was cool because I got to do 10 minutes because like there was nobody. It was the same day when there's like a big open mic that Saturday, so everybody was at that one,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody was over at this one. So he's like, we got to stretch time. He's like, can you do 10? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, nobody's gonna laugh anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's gonna be all shit.
I'll do some old stuff. I'll do some current stuff.
Right.
I'll throw in some new stuff.
Yeah.
But it's always good when you can at least get like one person afterward that says, I liked that joke.
Yeah, that one. Just give
And I
me
was
one.
like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can deal with it.
Yeah, I'll tell you
He's
what.
like, I like that R. Kelly joke. I was like, oh, cool. Thanks. Thank you.
He's actually encouraged me. I'm gonna start writing a little bit more, since I got I got a Friday and I got a Saturday that I can probably go to. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to start writing more.
Yeah.
I realized that like you can write down a concept and you can just go fucking riff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I've got to figure out more than just the concept.
I typically have it fairly flushed out before I take it up there. I at least have.
I have to do that. Yeah. I've got concepts. I just don't have it flushed out yet, and I got to figure that out.
Yeah, like I try like a few different ideas, and then I'll take it, and then I'll like through the week I'll do it at different places and like change it and fuck around with it. And it's fun, man. The process is really fun. I enjoy it.
That's what everyone talks about. It's entertaining, I'm sure.
Yeah, like just start like I got a joke about Dad getting married, and I got a joke about my grandma sending me chain Facebook messages. Yeah,
you remember those chain text messages?
Yeah.
So I have a something to confess. When those were a big thing, like those chain shit.
You didn't.
I absolutely made up my own.
Derek. You didn't.
I did.
You created one? That's even worse.
No. To an extent. It did not go any further than who I sent it to. But it's to strike up a conversation with a girl. I made it seem like it was a
That
chain.
was your opener? Was sending her a chain text message?
Yep.
Did it work?
Every single time. Now, I don't know if it was because she was actually legitimately interested or she was like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then, went with it because they were so big at the time that I was doing it. But yeah, I would 100% make up my own. And it was just, I would throw out a question, but I would also, pass this along. And, I'd add that shit at the end. That way she thought it was like, I just forward her a message.
Wow, what a cheap bullshit move.
That worked every single, like literally 100%.
I'm out here hustling, man. Fuck you. You don't know what it's like.
Speaking of hustling, what about the coronavirus fucking resellers?
Jesus, dude, these motherfuckers.
Where was it? It was in Canada that we read about?
I don't even remember, but those people, Canada. Like, they bought, like...
70,000.
Yeah, tens of thousands of dollars worth of fucking, toilet paper and hand sanitizer and that
like sanitary products,
all
Clorox.
that stuff, and then resold it for, like, double or triple the price.
It was 4 times the price. They've already made $100,000.
They made $100,000.
They made $100,000. So they spent 70 and have already made at least 170.
I wish that I could say I was above doing that. I wish that I knew in my heart that I would never do something so terrible, but if you tell me that I can make $100,000 in a couple of days, that means I can quit my job.
Yeah.
It means I can quit my job and...
I can get a divorce.
I'd get a divorce.
100,000.
I'm rich now. Life is different. I'm set for life.
I was with you when I was poor.
With this $100,000, I'm set for life.
Fact is I only get a 50 of that.
And then you realize that you can only pay off some of your house, and then you're like, oh yeah, some. I still gotta eat.
Yeah,
I said some.
And that 100,000 would like pay off roughly my student loans. Like
you have that much in student loans?
I'd have leftover. I'd have probably 30 to 35.
I hate you for not finishing your degree. It makes me so upset.
It makes me not that upset.
You need to do a class.
By this time, I would have to do way more than that now.
It makes me so upset.
That's
that you
all right, dude. I went to go be a teacher. The only thing that bums me out is the fact that I don't have the teacher's like schedule, so I can't be there for all of the football stuff because I'm a coach.
What should bum you out is that you spent all of that money.
It doesn't bum me out that much because I'm making more than most teachers.
I get it, but you could have just made more than most teachers. And like they say you paid that much for a piece of paper. You didn't even get the piece of paper.
Nope. And I'm going to put this out there just in case it happens. The cops can come talk to me first, but Perry Bush's house is still going to get burned down.
Basically, I fucking hated that dude. I hated him so much.
He was just on the news the other day.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, for...
some sort of award, wasn't it?
No, the politics. talking about the race and elections. He's a hardcore Democrat. So
Yeah, I know. That's why, like, when I wrote a paper, I was like, I want to do research, on like the Affordable Health Care Act. And I was like, I want to do like research and like present like the positives and negatives. He's like, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I pulled it up, and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. And he was like, you're gonna fucking fail. And I was like,
He told me. So I went to his. They always tell you in college go to the professor, ask him for help. I did. And he said, well, I think on this next paper you should take it to the writing center, have someone look at it, and then also I think you should use more. You should cite more in your paper.
Mm-hmm.
So I did all of that. I took it to the writing center. She corrected the grammatical errors. She also gave me some suggestions. I cited a whole, I would say 3/5 of my paper was quotes.
Mm-hmm.
He started, when I got the paper back, I got a fucking C-. The first thing that he put was good use of quotes. At the very end, he put, think about using more quotes. I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm done with this shit.
Good use of quotes. Also not enough.
Yeah, also not enough.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: we're having a better time in school than this little bitch was.
What are you talking about?
Did you hear about remember the woman that her daughter? It's school policy for them not to allow children to say no when they're asked to dance.
Like asked to the dance, or like asked like
no,
do
like
you wanna...
asked to physically dance. Like it is policy. They have it in place where like you are not supposed to say no when somebody asks you to go to the dance floor and dance.
I'll tell you what. This sounds kind of preposterous, but if only women learned not to say no, rape wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's not rape if you just consent, even if you don't want to.
Yeah,
just pretend. So
this is absolutely absurd,
dude. It's fucking caveman shit. Like, what the fuck? So here's what happens. The school has a policy where they say like it's just polite. This is in, where is this at? This is in Utah.
Yeah,
that would make sense if it was in Utah. Fucking.
Of course, it makes sense.
Back-asswards people. Joseph Smith found secret plates, and no doesn't mean no.
Dum 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 dum.
Yep. School policy forbids kids from saying no when asked to dance. Alicia Hobson's 11-year-old daughter, Aslan. Okay, I no longer care about them. She named her child Aslan.
Like Asgard?
Yep, she was asking for it by having that name. Was counting down the days until the Valentine's Day dance at Utah Middle School. Yep.
Okay, first of all, let's stop it here. I bet they're really playing this up.
Yeah.
Like, she was just ecstatic.
She was so excited she could barely sleep, Hobson told Today parents. And noting that the 6th grader picked out her outfit a week ahead of time. It was supposed to be the best day ever, Hobson, 37, said, but it wasn't.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Is this a trailer?
I love it.
This is like a movie right here.
That afternoon, when Aslan got home, she had an emotional explosion.
Is that what it really says?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She had an emotional explosion in the kitchen while recounting how a boy who makes her uncomfortable had asked her to dance. She politely said, "No, thank you."
Did she? Or did she go, ew?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gross, Tommy. I don't want to dance with you.
How old is this? Like, what grade?
11 years old, so probably 5th grade.
Okay.
5th or no, 6th grade.
Okay, so he asked her to dance.
Mm-hmm.
What happened after?
At Rich Middle School in Laketown, Utah, it's against the rules to say no. It's against the rules to say no. It's against the rules to say no. Sorry. And Principal Kip Mata allegedly intervened when he heard Aslan decline the invitation to the dance. He said something like, no, you kids go out and dance. He basically shooed Aslan and the boy. I'm going to quit reading her name because it's upsetting me. I'm going to call her. I'm just going to call her Lynn because it makes me upset that she would name her child Aslan. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
So this is the mom's Facebook post. No means no. A kid at that school makes my daughter uncomfortable. Asked her to dance at the school dance on Valentine's Day. She tried to say no thank you, and the principal overheard and intervened and told her she's not allowed to say no and that she has to dance with them. This boy has been quoted as publicly saying something very disturbing of sexual nature.
Who's quoting this kid? He's
Yes.
11 years old.
I would
Who
yeah.
the fuck is quoting him?
would-
He's been publicly... It's
I
been
would
on
also-
record. Oh, wow. This is a long
Jesus,
fucking
it says,
post.
I'm not going to read
Jesus
this whole
Christ.
fucking thing. She should not have to stand close with him with his hands on her if she doesn't want to. She has the right to say no to anyone for any reason or no reason. Her body is her body, and she doesn't want to dance with someone. That's her prerogative. Yeah.
No, I agree with her. The overall stand she's taking makes sense.
Yeah.
The whole fact that she had to kind of throw this kid under the bus, like, he's also a fucking pervert.
He's also a fucking pervert. It's
like, relax, lady.
yeah. Like, so basically, she was saying, like, I get that the policy is there to give kids the confidence to ask without fear of rejection, but she makes a good point. Guess what? In life, you get rejected all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta freaking learn how to do it. You can't.
Fucking
What they're gonna
Democrats.
do is these kids are gonna leave the school and go out and be like, "Would you like to dance?" And somebody's gonna say no. I'm like, "You can't say no to me, hooker!" And fucking beat them to death in the back alley. This is so fucking stupid and insane.
So, do you know how big of an asshole I would be? Or
If
I would have
nobody
been
could
if you
say-
could, yeah, if you couldn't say no to me.
People don't say no to you fucking now.
Yeah, they do.
I remember you got everything that you ever wanted going through school except a fucking degree, but you got everything that you fucking wanted. Like, you did a Facebook post, I'm hungry, and somebody showed up and took you out to get something to eat and paid for it. Fuck you.
Well, that's to be honest with
You're
you,
a monster.
there was someone I was talking to at the time. Or at least in the beginning stages of talking to her.
Really?
Mhm.
Ew.
That was Lee.
Ew. Oh, gross.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. And I also don't like that you call her Lee. It's gross.
Well, it's better.
It makes it feel like a dude.
I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
she
what?
she
So-
does suck. She
think of-
sucks so bad. She's a terrible person.
Sure, but at least I never got put my 11-inch penis into her, and then I pulled out rice and beans.
Yes, because that
was
would
it,
cause.
Was it rice and beans? He said.
No, fucking rice
Rice
and fuck, some type of meat.
Corned beef.
Rice and corned beef. Fucking pull out rice and corned beef. Because what would that cause, Derek? That would cause an emotional explosion.
Yeah.
I tried to play the sound of an explosion happening, and it
Your
wasn't ready.
computer's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash this piece of shit a bunch of times. I'm going to have an emotional explosion. That did not come through as clear as I'd hoped.
It was crackling. Okay, so
Now I really am gonna have a fucking emotional explosion. Fuck this goddamn computer.
onto our racially charged part of the
Racially charged.
yeah.
You have a racial topic.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
So, and maybe I didn't word this correctly, but hopefully you get the gist. What fraction?
I'll get the jizz. Yeah.
What fraction do you have to be for a racist to be okay with you?
You mean like how
ethnicity?
how diluted is your not whiteness?
Mm-hmm.
It
Like,
just-
you know
it
how
just
everyone does
depend-
that 23andMe.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where probably if they can't physically see it, like if they look at you, like they would look at you and be like, probably okay, but then like, after they would wipe out everyone, they'd start looking at you like, it's kind of like an olive skin tone,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
Like, just a
especially
little
during the
bit.
summertime when I'm out in the sun.
Hey man, do you go tanning? No, I always have this. And they're like,
Do you, by chance, have you ever done 23andMe?
why don't you have a seat over here? Why don't you take a seat over here?
What did the Chris Hansen me?
the Chris Hansen you into murdering you. Why don't you take a seat right here?
Take a seat.
Take a seat right here.
So,
I saw you putting some hummus on your food earlier. What's that all about?
I just ate so much hummus the other day too.
To catch a racist. To catch a non-white.
That would be that'd be my favorite program in the entire world.
Oh my god. I love that so much. And it's just like I love it because that puts the racist in the seat of the good guy. That's so funny to me. I'm like, hey, what's this? I heard you talking about a trip in these chats. You're the screen name Muslim Lover 39. Yeah, that's just a joke, man. That's just a joke. And you're talking about going back to your home country where your ancestors are from, back in Lebanon?
I think it was Lebanon? I don't know what I said.
Oh,
I've got the transcript right here.
I've got the transcripts right here. I can read them for you if you like. Oh, no. Wait, why are we doing this calm voice? It needs to be like, I got transcripts right here, buddy. I can read them there for you if you like. Like he still speaks articulately. He's just got
way.
I love this so much. I love this idea.
So the other day, someone witnessed, they were looking in your windows, and they noticed that you were wearing a towel on your head. Now, was that like you were just drying your hair or something?
Oh,
man,
I was just being funny in front of my girlfriend.
Right.
He's like, oh, really, really? Because you were fully dressed. I have the photographs right here. It's just like,
screenshots.
Are you a Sikh there, buddy? He's like, Now, I thought that big beard was just because you were a real Merle Haggard fan, but I'm starting to think that's not the case.
Fuck you, ZZ Top, baby.
I fucking love it.
I wonder if we could talk our way out of being killed for our ethnicity.
Yeah, and it's just like, well,
I don't know if I could.
I'm clean.
Yeah.
I'm clean. I'm not even fucking, I'm white, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I got this.
WHIT.
I got blue eyes, baby. I'll just bat these fuckers around and they'll let me out.
All right,
Like,
if you dye your hair blonde, you are
yeah.
Hitler's fucking cum dream.
Oh man, I am the definition of like, I'm a polo shirt and boat shoes away from being the poster boy for white privilege. Like that's how.
Yeah,
that's how I fucking
I'll tell you
look
what.
at it.
If this was a real thing during summertime, it'd get real dicey for my life.
Oh yeah, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get some blue contacts. That might help.
Well, I'd probably be like the Michael Jackson, just have an umbrella with me at all times. It's like, not getting any fucking rays today, baby.
Yes, I'm wearing an umbrella because when Cartman got turned ginger, and it's like, because the sun's rays are damaging to my skin. Oh man, but to answer the original question, I would just think it's a visual
thing.
If they can't see it, like, do they have like a cutoff of be like, hey, you got to be at least
right.
At least 90% pure white, or
quite honestly, I think the KKK should make everyone do 23andMe, and then they get the results before they're allowed to hate.
Oh, every single member of the Klan has to do. Oh yeah, they'd be fucked.
That's right.
I'm like, hold on, what's this 2% African?
I'm sorry, is there a Cherokee here?
What in the fuck? Well, I think they're actually cool with Cherokee. I think they're good with any. That's such a weird thing.
Brown skin.
Like white trash people love Indians, and Indian people hate white trash people. Like, it's just always funny. Like you see it in so many movies too. Like Walker, Texas Ranger. That ginger was apparently half Cherokee. No, he wasn't. But like, there's this obsession. Like Steven Seagal, like on Dangerous Ground or on Deadly Ground. I can't remember what it's called.
I'm gonna have to stop you there. You just called out 2 American heroes. And you're trying to make it seem like they were not actual.
Well, I'm just saying, like, maybe the Indian blood in him was the reason that Steven Seagal ran like a girl. I don't know. He's a badass, and he is a legitimate martial artist, or he was before he gained 150 pounds, but he ran like a girl. Maybe that's why he ate into being fat, is so that he couldn't physically run and he couldn't be made fun of it anymore.
Dude, I thought about...
That's a good idea, if you think about it.
I thought about, like, what would my life be if I really got into, like, some type of karate, jiu-jitsu, whatever. And I'm just like, man...
Constant pain? Well... It would be constant pain?
I'm talking about before I got... but I'm talking about, like... I kind of... I would only do it just so I could wear that gi at all times. You know what I mean?
You just walk around.
With the pajama gi.
And like, good morning, everyone.
Like
You
I would
just-
show up
like
to your
you,
wedding.
You bow, and like you showed up. You just you're wearing the exact same thing, but just a bow tie around your bare neck.
I'm the
like-
best man in your wedding, and
Like, I am honored to be here.
yeah, we
and
start
bow.
bowing. Like that's the only reason I would ever get into martial arts.
And you just like you bring somebody, like you're cooking steaks, and you're like, and like you flip it over.
Have you ever thought about, okay, so the Tekken, the Tekken guy that has like the flip-flops on, but they're like wooden flip-flops? You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't play Tekken much.
Okay.
I was like the one that I never
So
really...
I call them flip-flops. It's the only thing I know what they are. Maybe they call them something different.
Junkless.
What it looks like they have a flat piece of wood, and they've got two half circles on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then a thong for your feet or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine those are comfortable at all, but
Yeah.
I see them being worn constantly on stereotype stuff like that.
Stereotype stuff.
Yeah.
Stereotype for what? Asian?
Like, yeah.
I don't know. They had a person that was like half cheetah also, I think, so I'm not going to get caught up in it.
You mean Kristen Wiig?
Cheetor. Oh yeah, cheetah. It'll be interesting to see how she does. I've only ever seen her do silly nonsense. I've never seen her do anything serious, so that'll be interesting. And I want to see what it looks like. Like they're not revealing it at all. I really want to see what it fucking looks like. I have to know how the cheetah is gonna look, because she's like Wonder Woman's like #1 like consistent nemesis too. I'm excited for it because that last Wonder Woman movie was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, and apparently fucking Steve Trevor is like actually back. Like it's not a vision or a trick. Apparently, like he's actually alive somehow. Whatever they're searching for, like artifact or whatever, like apparently can like give people the thing that they want most. So apparently somehow interacts with her and then gives it to her, I think.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah. Sorry, I had to nerd out there for
Yeah, you did a little bit. All right.
I fucking love it.
Let me go.
I fucking love it.
Let me go with staying around those hillbilly fucking people.
Hillbilly fuckers.
Yeah.
But
is that
did
the
we
only...
ever answer the actual question of like how much?
I would say
diluted?
1/16 is all you could be of, like,
Yeah,
I guess black.
They might let you pass.
Yeah.
Like as long as they can't physically see it. If it's not physically visible, then I feel like you're probably good. So 1/16, yeah, I think you're probably in the clear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Just so everyone knows, do 23andMe, double check that way when they start giving you the shifty eyes.
You're like, hey,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Got it right here.
What your plan is that like they're gonna suddenly take over, like finally have the right. They got denied a thing to rally. They signed up for a permit to rally and got denied.
Which
I forget where. I think.
yeah, I remember this story, but I can't remember where as well. I'm kind of
Torn.
yeah, because I believe that they should have the right.
Yeah.
I don't think whatever they're saying is worth hearing,
No.
but they should have the right.
But that my thing has always been like, they argue it's like, well, it's a hate group, and it's just gonna potentially cause violence. It's just like, yeah, like you have the right to protest, and people have the right to show up and protest your fucking protest, and that should be how it is.
Peacefully though. I mean, you can scream and yell and chant all you want, but as long as no violence.
It's not illegal to be an asshole unless you put that asshole into actual action against other people.
Yep.
It's not illegal to think like an asshole and be an asshole. If it was, we would all go to prison at some point in our lives. We've all been pieces of shit.
I don't think I have, honestly.
I don't think you haven't. I don't think you've taken a break since day one from being a piece of shit.
Dude, I've just been me, man. Just chilling.
Name one good thing you've done, like legitimately good.
I coached the youth.
Poorly.
Well, I never said I was good at it. I just said
And
I
you do
did
it for money. You wouldn't go volunteer for no reason.
I have volunteered many years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
It's just because you can't
coaching...
let go of the dream. It's selfish.
Yeah.
You're just trying to relive your glory days when you could
move.
actually jog slowly or bend down and pick up a football.
Yeah, it's pretty
Or-
impressive.
Not shit in the uniform. You just said that like you missed those things. Oh God.
Do you remember?
Remember normal bowel movements? God damn it, I missed those. Fuck.
Speaking of fucking bowel movements, or bladder or whatever. Do you know that people like in college they'd piss themselves just so they didn't have to come out of the game?
Nah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane. You can't.
You know,
Who is that hydrated that you can't like? Aren't you supposed to be sweating?
dude, I got a dude that works with me that pisses like fucking 4 times a day, and it's getting on my goddamn nerves.
He doesn't piss that many. He's not pissing.
And he fucking better be. I'm gonna start following him, and I'm gonna start following.
Just standing next. Hey man, don't hear anything over there.
I'm gonna just do Chris Hansen to everybody that's like, hey there, why don't you take a seat? Why don't you take a seat right here?
That is funny because I did show you a video of that and you just loved it.
I loved it so much.
That guy eating pizza.
Oh my God, he just kept. He's like, you guys want some?
Yeah, he offered it to the crew and everything.
He's like, but I didn't do anything. And like that was this whole thing. He's like, I never physically did anything, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can talk about it. Like, maybe I don't fucking know. I just loved his whole attitude.
It was everyone on there. I love the reveal when he's like, I'm Chris Hansen, and this is a story we're doing. And then that fucking old guy with the camera comes out, like
Yeah.
the cameras reveal themselves.
And he's just like,
this
whoa.
old ass fucking dude coming out. It's one of the best television shows that's ever happened.
Also, that camera dude definitely looked like a fucking pedophile.
I
too.
know.
He
That's what I'm
was
saying.
not
Like,
helping.
you need to fucking check him.
Dude, yeah, not on board.
Anyway, if someone calls you calls you hun,
Mm-hmm.
what type of accent do they have to have?
I don't care about accent. They just need
Yeah.
to be an old lady.
No, I can't even do. It doesn't matter if they're an old lady or
Because
not.
they can't be attractive because then I'm going to want them to be flirting. I need them to be just an old lady.
Yeah, but how? Like
It doesn't matter race.
clearly old as shit.
Like,
Because I don't. Or do you mean older? Like, are you talking about like 40s?
I would say 50s. If you started the 50s, I would prefer that. Because 40s, I might still take a shot at you.
I'm.
To be honest,
Yeah.
50s, I might still take a shot at. I'm almost 30 now.
Yeah.
It's not getting that crazy for
I
me
need
to
you to
reach.
be like 70 before
to reach.
I let you say it to me.
I'd say let's say 60s. Let's meet in the middle and go 60s.
All right. But we can also. I also think that anyone with a southern accent, like the
that's
KKK
true.
people.
That's true, but I'm also super attracted to southern accents, so
Yeah.
I can't. Like I said, I gotta be careful. Like if I'm gonna have somebody calling me hun, I don't want to be attracted to them because I'm automatically gonna want them to be like only treating me like that, and like I'm not convinced. But it's like the stripper syndrome. I was like, this waitress likes me more than the other. I'm not like these other guys.
Right.
She treats me different.
That's why she
I'm
comes over to
special.
me. Yeah.
I'm special. She walks in and is like, oh God, my other customers are so boring, hun. And I'm just like, oh my God, you're serious.
I'll tell you what.
As
If a
long
girl
as
calls me hun, she better be handing me some
Yeah.
like a plate of cookies.
it just can't be a man. Like I'd be I'd be so uncomfortable for me.
Okay,
Hey.
let's go. Yeah, go.
Hey, hun. I'm gonna get you that Sprite right away there, hun. I'll be right back with you.
All right. Thanks, man. Thank you, man. Dude,
Okay.
you're fucking
And you got, hey there, sugar. You ready to put in any appetizers?
Yeah, dude. Honestly, if this ever happened, I would act like it's not happening.
You'd be like,
I would be such a bitch in this moment.
okay.
He'd be like, "Hey, sugar, you want to order?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm actually gonna take the chicken tenders," and like I'm gonna brush over it.
All right, I'll bring those right out there for you, lover.
I would brush over the whole thing. There's no way that I would call it out. I would even mention or make it known that it's weird to me.
Okay.
I'm such a bitch when it comes.
Do you
to
want a
stuff.
refill on that honey bun?
That one might actually make me stop for a second.
You'd be like,
But
man, what the hell are you doing?
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
Just be like, what
Not
the
fun.
fuck is going on right now?
am I on a fucking show right now? Because you know how they
Am
do
I
that
being
shit.
recorded?
Yeah.
Am I being recorded? There's no reason for you to call me hun.
Because
Oh,
if I'm not being recorded, I'm
just
bag tagging
hey,
your ass.
I'm from the South. I'm just being polite there, Sugar Plum. You need to fuck on. And you're just like, God, I want you to stop more than anything. I just need this to end, please.
But are you sure? Because I mean, he called you hun. Maybe you do like it. Maybe you'll end up.
It is a Southern accent. Like,
Yeah. Maybe you'll end up sticking your 11-inch into his back end.
Dude, I was talking about going through MEPS recently, and like in the middle of like MEPS is like what you go through, the physical and all that stuff, all the testing you got to do before you join the Army.
Okay.
And as I was talking through it and the process and what happened to me, I realized that it would basically be not that difficult at that point in my life to just Chris Hansen me into gay sex, where it's just like, why don't you take a seat right here? Like, hey, why don't you pull your pants down? Because what happened was, they told me what was going to happen. It was like, hey, he's going to check your balls and stuff like they do for the sports physical, and then they'll check your spine and like all that. I was like, okay, cool. So it's military. They want efficiency. They are seeing hundreds and hundreds of people a day. So it is pull pants, do this, do this, do this. So you just get in the mode of like whatever they say, you just do it, get it done, and then moving on. Like step over here,
it's a
step on the
fucking
weight,
meat market.
like boom. So like go in. It's like, all right, do this, pull down your pants. All right, let me check this. All right, now turn around, bend over and put your thing. And I just did it, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I am now bent over, and all he did was check my spine, but because he's going so fast, he didn't have me pull my underwear back up because that would take too much time. You do that at the end. So he just said bend over with no underwear on and bent me right over, and I did it.
So,
and I was just like, that's how easy it would be if you're a really clever person to just convince me to bend over with my underwear around my fucking ankles.
Does it need
God
to be,
damn it.
Does it need to be clever, or do they just need to talk fast? Like, what speed will get you to become gay?
They'll just be like, hey, it's like playing Simon Says. You get into the fucking rhythm. And it's like, Simon Says, take off your shirt. Simon Says, put your underwear around your ankles. Simon Says, accept my cock into your ass. Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Well, I
like
guess
you just
if Simon Says.
It's like, oh, well, what else does Simon want? It's
Careful,
like,
you're going to be pulling some rice out.
I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. And I don't know about you, but I was shocked, and I, for one, am really embarrassed that this didn't play any fucking music.
I don't like to stick my 11-inch cock in a bottom and find out that I'm an
Anyway, I, for one, am tired of...
faggot.
Thank you. God damn it.
It still
it could
paid
be
off.
so smooth.
Yeah, it still paid off. It's all right.
Oh, God damn it. This piece of shit. Okay. God damn it. What the fuck? Okay, I keep trying to play drops, and now the drops aren't playing. This episode is coming apart at the seams. It doesn't even matter anymore. I'm gonna delete the whole thing. I don't care how funny it was. Fuck this. Fuck you.
It wasn't fun. I mean,
No wonder we lost 2 subscribers. No wonder we only got 20 views on our last one.
You know what? You need to quit fucking our subscribers, and maybe they would stay.
Quit fucking them.
Yeah.
Quit having. Oh.
Like literal
Yeah.
intercourse.
That is probably why.
We lost at least one.
Yeah, I'm sure one of them was my ex that left.
Yeah.
But what's your excuse for the other one?
What's my excuse? It was her friend. She got her friend to fucking subscribe. Quit fucking our subscribers.
Hey, no, that's how we're getting subscribers. I'm reaching out. Okay,
I'm out
here on the dating apps pulling in new listeners. Listeners.
You're right, man. I am not. I'm not dedicated. I am not doing anything like that. I'll get on the dating apps.
You need to tell Audrey that you're gonna have to get a fucking Tinder and a Bumble and a Hinge and a whatever the fuck else are out there. Coffee Meets Bagel, fucking highly.
You know
you're
what?
Get
just
on
to
all
make
of
sure
them,
that
and
she's
you're just
not
gonna promote.
I'll let you do that on those apps.
No.
Because hold on. Because
promote.
to make Audrey feel not threatened, I'm just gonna do Grindr.
I like it.
Yeah. So you got all the female, gen pop, and then I'll do the Grindr.
Yeah, because the females are our main demographic. Obviously, they love our shit because we're very pro woman.
Well, I don't know if they've ever seen me, so they probably think like someone is misconstrued about me being better looking than I am. Like, yeah, maybe he's not that bad.
No,
no, I'm bad. Guys.
Nobody. Yeah, no, you're. You're awful. Absolute terrible.
Oh, speaking of which, about like voice and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying.
Can't wait to see where this is going.
I was like in I don't know. I was in grade school. I can't tell you what grade. But someone like gave me a number of a girl and was like, "Hey, I think she would be interested in you. Why don't you hit her up?" Well, this is before the time. Like you didn't text very much. You called and you actually spoke on the phone.
Right.
So I spoke to her for I would say 3 to 4 days, like straight, and it was her voice was very cute on the phone.
Oh, here we go.
We agreed to meet up. We agreed to meet up on a playground. And she came and she met me, and she was way bigger. I mean, she wasn't horribly fat, but she was way bigger than I thought she was going to be. And I didn't think that she was that attractive. So I was just like, hey!
You... How dare you?
I know. It was bad. So I talked to her and I was like, oh, okay. And I ghosted her after that.
You just
100%.
disappeared.
I was not interested. But that just goes to show like voices can be deceiving.
You want to talk about being like hurt? This one girl, like we went to the public pool where I met her, and it was one of those like young kid things, like meet and talk that day. She agrees to be my girlfriend. I go and see her, like I see her at the pool like a couple of days later, and I run up and like put my hands over her eyes.
Told me this
and be
before.
like, hey, guess who? And she turns around and she goes, who are you? And I was like, your boyfriend? She goes, no, you're not. And I was like, are you not Angel? And she goes, yeah. I was like, I didn't have anything to say. And she just like turned around and then goes off because she was in line for the diving board. She just turns around and goes and dives. And I was like,
you should have went over and like bombed her and then fucking drowned her.
I should have
ass.
fucking cannonballed right on top of that.
Yeah,
bitch.
and then drowned her.
You fucking bitch.
She deserved it.
That's the type of shit that turns men into fucking serial killers right there. It's just like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to blame women, but they are a reason.
In a freak-specific... Authorities are warning women named Angel specifically to stay... And then like it just slowly expands to like A names and then just white women like in general. It's just like... She shouldn't have fucking send that to me.
Yeah, well...
How could she forget me?
Once you tell your story, the cop's probably going to be like, oh...
I mean, that is pretty fucking heartless, man. I mean,
how old were you? Oh, yeah. Very impressionable. I get it.
No, I'm not saying we let him go. I'm just saying you should hear a story. That's all. And then let's talk about it.
He was at a very impressionable age. Like,
I'm not
that
saying,
shit lasts.
I am not saying we should let him go. I'm just saying that we should talk about
Hear him out.
Just saying hear him out. Like, she pretended not to know who I was. And I don't know why she would do that. This is mean. It's just mean.
When you were a kid, what was your strategy? Were you a when you could tell a girl was into you, were you a play it cool kind of guy, or you're like, I'm going head over heels?
I didn't have any type of strategy other than survival. Like, I was too awkward. It was just like, it was total nervous energy. Like, there was no game or plan. It was reacting in the moment to like news. Like, I threw desperate shots at women that were way too out of my league.
Well, if you went to Utah,
down, understandably,
they
wouldn't be allowed to say no.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you want to have sex with me? And they're like,
it's the 5th one this week.
Yeah, this is great. All these people. Oh, look who's calling
This
in.
fucking guy.
This motherfucker. Welcome. You're on the Den of Debauchery podcast.
Word. First day off. But long-time listener. Second caller.
What's going on, bud? This is Caleb for the listeners that don't know.
I just woke up. Freaking first day off and...
Oh my god. This is the second time you've said it. We got it.
Yes, you work a lot.
Jobs, guys. I got 2 jobs. Yeah, I sound very text, and then my little girl came in and was like, "Wake up!" I'm like, "Oh, they want me on the podcast." Yeah. But how's it going, boys?
It's going.
Good.
What's going on with you? What's happening in the world of, besides people stealing all the baby formula?
Yeah, I gotta find some of that today. Fucking world's going crazy.
Dude.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought you could only buy a certain amount of formula anyway. Because remember when me and you went to your Walmart? Or was it your Walmart? Where was I? I don't know where I was, but they only allowed you to buy 4 where we were.
I have no idea. I don't have any children.
I know it was somewhere, but I felt like you were there.
Yeah, it was probably somewhere.
I
Yeah.
wonder if you have a bastard somewhere and the girl's just like doesn't want to admit that it's yours.
Oh, you think just one?
Oh.
No, there's a bunch of little
You've-
Yalets running around out
Yep.
there.
You've had sex with about 4 girls. It's you're going
About 4.
about 4.
Dude,
The rest have been
one was
women.
iffy.
Oh, that pissed me off. that was bad.
That was good.
It was a clever comeback and it pissed me off.
You're mad that it was funny.
Yeah.
I called myself a pedophile. You can't really be mad at that.
No, because you were a child when you had sex with the children.
Yes.
So
Yes, I was.
So let's talk about Yale having sex with children.
Or we can talk about this pretty neat table that I saw the other day. It was wood and cool.
It had like legs.
It had legs.
Speaking of wood,
Alright.
Oh,
just
Jesus.
woke up, but I
Are you masturbating while you're on the phone?
Speaking
No,
of what, I
man.
just woke up.
I just woke up, so I got that morning wood, so I'm gonna go knock that out real quick.
No, I said speaking of wood, I just woke up and then I'm peeing. So
You have to point it down.
This is difficult.
You know, it's easier to just pee in the shower.
So basically, what you just admitted is that you were talking to us when you have a hard dick in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb Gwynn, gay.
He must be tired of faggots too.
Just wait till you listen to the first of this episode. You'll get it in the first part of this episode. It's pretty good.
All right.
There's a guy screaming about not liking faggots because they don't keep their buttholes clean for his 11-inch cock.
Jesus.
I know, pretty impressive, right?
Nothing's clean for that.
You can't clean 11 inches deep. Like it's not. That's a good point that we didn't even talk about. It's like you can't clean that far up in it.
Yeah, a douche is
Like, my job last night, I was cleaning these robots, and he looks at me, and he's explaining to me how to clean this robot. And he's like, "Yeah, you just shove your fingers up in there, and eventually it'll bottom out." And I was like, "Huh." It's an odd way to.
And then we'll clean these robots.
Yeah, then we'll clean our.
Right.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Was this a deaf fucking guy that you always seem to be working with?
No, he's gone now, isn't he?
No, he worked with like 4.
Oh.
Who's that?
No, wasn't he fired or whatever?
The deaf guy.
Yeah.
Or,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no, he came back. He's back now. He was under suspension.
Oh.
who the fuck told him?
For being a douche.
He can hear, you idiot.
Dude, it's still funny.
You know what's funny is it's the running joke sometimes
Jesus.
that these deaf people do is every time you do something, and they could tell that it was loud because of your, like, they'll watch our reaction. Like, I'll be saying it on the car, and the car will make like a brap, little loud sound, and I'll kind of like jerk my head back, and like, because it's super fucking loud. And then like I'll like kind of look around, and then I look over the deaf guy, and he looks at me and he goes, "I heard that. Wow." And I'm like, "Shut up." No, you didn't.
He was just playing to the reactions. Are we gonna?
Yeah.
Are we talking to Jizzy Chase today or no?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. I didn't hear back from him, so no.
What a bitch. Because I'm kind of because we're still waiting on.
Yeah, I've got a new. I don't know if I told you. I have an entirely new idea to pitch him for his alter ego, rap alter ego.
Oh, I love alter egos. One time I called myself Scruff McGruff.
Sometimes he just says stuff, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of like the special needs cast member of the group that like you're there so that you can try and win an Oscar, but probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, but just no special needs person is going to play a better special needs person than Leo did.
Nope.
Well, just, there you go. You can't go full on retard.
He did, and he maybe that's why they wouldn't let him have an Oscar for so long.
Yeah, because he won.
They're like, we remember, Leo. We remember.
Why is he like so?
He just woke up.
I know he just woke up. But wake up, man.
You're making old man noises, dude. You're making official old dad noises. So you had a kid, and now you have to start making old dad noises.
Well, I'm trying to get fucking dressed so I can get down there to you guys. I wanted to get up at 11. I would have been fucking there.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I tell you what, if you get your ass down here at a reasonable time, you can jump in, and we'll make an episode with you.
Yeah. You can jump in and make it a three-way. You know what I'm
now I gotta get the fucking girls ready and all this shit too, so that might be a little bit. So
yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
And yeah,
so you're actually calling right towards the tail end of the episode. Is there anything that you would like to close out with, discuss, or maybe just a thought you want to leave for all 20 views that this will get?
My first thought while you were thinking that, I was looking at my mirror and I was like, dude, I should just like cover my penis and like, cause I'm trying to get dressed and like this should be the cover of this episode just for whatever fucking reason. Cause I was like, man, you're fat and it's funny.
I mean, if you send that, I'll do it.
No.
he brings it up. And then
my first thought was this would be funny. My second thought was, what the fuck am I talking about?
that's where I was going with this. I was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
I would have sent that to you, and you would have been, but like, yeah, really, I didn't. I'm not putting that on there, but. No.
Well, you're not coming on the show until you send it. Yep. So thanks, everyone. Look forward to seeing Caleb's penis. Mangina. We will see y'all next week.